Let me just see what we need to do. Okay. For the first stage, you'll want to complete the story and get first place in every race, along with trying to get as many weapon-related trophies as possible. Alright. I've pressed continue. Do I need to hold? No. We don't watch cutscenes. We just race. So, Star, hello, how you doing? Okay, so I don't think it matters which person we are. Use an EMP 20 times successfully. Hose 20 oldies with the Uzi. Explode 20 pensioners with the use of a rocket. Slip up 20 people Sunday drive with some oil. Successfully use a shield to block 20 attacks. Boost without crashing 20 times. Maybe each person has a... Oops. Even today, but... Oh, well... Hello! Thank you for the host. I'm glad you're doing at least a little bit okay. It is good to see you, Star. What did you get up to? Do you have work? Also, I do not know how to drive or anything. I'm hoping it'll tell us. Alright, we go. So accelerate, brake, reverse. Okay, that's quite standard. These physics are crazy. See, we went for the big guy because not because I accidentally clicked him, but because in Crash Team Racing, Dingodile and I was gonna say Donkey Kong, but I'm thinking of the wrong franchise, have the biggest weight, so they go the fastest. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Whacking off. Hold down the circle button on your controller to increase the impact of your attack weapon. I see, okay. Ow! This game doesn't control brilliantly. It's cute though. Like, I very much appreciate what they were going for, you know? Where's the Uzi? I'd love the Uzi. Also, the hitboxes are a little bit jank, I'll be honest. Oops. I think I'm just going to be stuck on the tutorial forever. At least it's a good opportunity for me to practice my Tokyo drift. Yeah, I've heard some very middling things about this game. It's like it's a sweet thought. Oh, there we go. The kind of poor execution. I suppose driving games are very tricky to get right. Probably a lot of physics to consider. Sorry, I'm trying to bolt this guy. Oh. Ah, damn it. Yeah, there's like, they're kind of a momentum physics. But also like kind of not, which is strange. We got a trophy though, so it's on the list. Yeah, it's hard to describe. Like, it's cute and it's fun. It controls. I guess there's a lot of nuance required, right? The wrong mic. Let me have a look. Oh wait. mic fell on the floor some days ago. Also, I didn't see what that tutorial said. Okay. It's all a bit tangled. Okay. How's that? McDonald's? I'm Jill. So what do I have? We need to Uzi 20 people, Shekel. I do not know how to use this. Because I accidentally skipped it. So I guess... Oh, there we go. Glock and load. Yeah, we need to Uzi people. We need to use like an EMT on people, which is obscene. We need to use rockets on people, which I am trying to do, but unfortunately I bounce off things. But yeah, Deku and I, Star and I, were just talking about how this game, like, is a bit janky, but not in like the end of the world way. I guess there's a lot of things you have to get right with the physics of driving games, and I feel like they got right like 70% of it, but there is some strange ingredient that it feels like it's missing, you know? Right, let's exit. I do not know what, during the war, run over an opponent's fallen body. Jesus. Yeah, I guess it kind of is weight. We have to come first in every single race. We have to basically successfully use every single power-up 20 times. Oops. We have to get taken out by a UFO laser. Don't know what that is, but... So yeah, I guess we just have to kill the elderly. Yeah, this is a really sweet little game. Enormous props to whoever made it. Oh god. Oh, Death! The Grim Reaper's there. Oh my god, he can attack me with his scythe. Haven't you done enough? Okay, so that was like the Mario Kart banana. Damn. There's timing on that. Oh my god, the Grim Reaper just ate shit. Yeah, this is a very unique concept for a game, I have to say. It's also rated 2 out of 10 for difficulty, so... Oh! Uh-oh. That's my own... Oh no. It's kind of fun. I would like to play Garfield Kart, mainly because it's, for some reason, an ultra-rare platinum, or at least it was when I first saw it. I don't know if people have cottoned onto that and now it isn't, but... I feel like there's always some trophies people try and get just because they're ultra-rares. Which suits me just fine, you know. Hopefully we accidentally get the oil slick trophy just by pure virtue of it being the only thing we drop. And hopefully there's no rubber banding in this, because that's the last thing I need. Garfield, but yeah, how you doing, Chick? Did you have a good weekend? Oh, have you recovered from the weekend, I guess? Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Oh my god. I concur. That makes sense to me. Alright, there's our first gold. Grimaced. Lovely. Yeah, we have to get gold in all of the races, and I don't know how many races there are, but I love this JPEG of the Grim Reaper as well. This is enthusiasm. I slept really early yesterday. I almost did. I think I got into bed at like 9 PM. And then I just couldn't sleep even though I was like exhausted. So I just got up and then hopped into Coffee Central and just sat in the voice chat with Molly until like 2 AM. And then I was like, I should go to bed. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, Star. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it doesn't have a platinum. I feel like a lot of people don't really bother with games that don't have platinums. Sorry, I just got a BBC. But yeah, Ted, thank you for the raid. Hey guys, how you doing? Tetranomicon, how are you? I've forgotten how to use items. Oh, there we go. I almost fell through the map. Oh no, I've been removed from my my driving apparatus. This is like Sewer Speedway off Crash Team Racing, except like low poly, which is my favourite kind. Hey! Got a race in a bit? Nice. What do you mean? Like some kind of tournament thing? God, I really wish that it would give me some of the weapons I actually need for the trophies. I feel like I hope we get them by accident. I can't wait to run into that later as well. I might have to restart this one. This is like such a blessed little game. I feel like it's one of those games that was made with a lot of love, but like more as a practice run. I am driving a serious simulator game, yes. I think basically I live in a place called Sunny Pines with all of my other elderly friends, and we all race on our little scooters. And apparently the Grim Reaper has joined. I don't know if he's moved in or if he just comes along, but he's taken an interest in the local community for some reason. Also, I think people have been getting hit by my oil slicks, which is useful. Now I just need to make sure everybody dies before I do, and I'll get the platinum trophy. Damn. Oh, got him. I think you get a trophy if you drive over the corpses of 20 opponents. But I can't confirm. Boost without crashing 20 times. Oh. I don't think so. Run over an opponent's fallen body. Yeah, no. That one's just a freebie. Yeah, and it's kind of adorably B-Tech as well. Like, the Grim Reaper pops up at the end and he says stuff like a JPEG of the Grim Reaper pops up and he's like, "You're soulless," and it's just, you know, it's not even animated, it's so sweet. It's made by Wales Interactive. And I think they're also responsible for, like, some other kind of middling games. I love the enthusiasm. I think this is an adorable concept. Now, if only it worked on the same scale as Crash Team Racing. Wales Interactive, based in Chicago. Based. Has this all been on the same map? If these are all on the same map, I'm going to be fuming. Oh, I think I have to knock him off his bike. Or somebody like him. Whoa! For the first few seconds of 2 of the races I've been in, you can't move at first. Did I just I did! I EMT'd them! Christ. The Grim Reaper stole my item. Oh my god, I've got an Uzi. Glocked, my friend. Yeah, EMP, thanks. I was like, that's the thing that makes all the electricity go out in the films, isn't it? Where's, oh, there he is. I need the paper boy. Where's he gone? Uh-oh. Damn you! There he is. EMT. Oh, it was... Oh, I was thinking... Oh, I was thinking electromagnetic pulse. Okay. Get off. Get off! Right. I've finally shot her. I know! He's bought an Uzi to, a race. A good-natured race. Oh, I should restart this. Figs! Hey! Merry Platmas, how you doing? Oh, can I not? Alright, let's give it a second. Restart? Why not? Right, let's quit. Let's come back. It would be useful if there was on-screen text telling me why I can't restart. I'm good, thanks, Figs. How are you doing? We're playing a game where we have to race around as really elderly people on the back of, like, motorized scooters and stuff. And there are guns involved and rockets and things. The Grim Reaper's there. It's all adorable. Like, it's all sweet. I would like to think that that's the canon here, Star. It's so blessed. It's like a 4-hour platinum. Difficulty's something like 2 out of 10. So, you know, easy peasy, in theory. Oh my god, they've got an Uzi! Ah! Sorry. Everybody here has an Uzi. Alright. Do I have to knock the paperboy off a few times, or...? Just drive past me, just drive past me. I wanna rocket you. He electrified me, I lost all my stuff. He did it again? You can't just keep doing that. These controls are jank. But adorably so, you know. Yes. Get off. I don't know how many races there are either. I think sometimes PSNP's like estimations for how long the game takes are way longer than it actually is, or way shorter. But I don't know if... Okay, we go. I was like, is that gold for all races? Are there only 3 races in this game? No, there's gold for all races on the first map. Okay. Hey SB, how you doing? I'm here for it too. This is me when I'm 65. I would love to race you in 30 years. I know, I actually picked him by accident. I was gonna play as, I think, Rudolph, but the responsiveness on the D-pad for this game isn't very good, so I was flicking back and forth through the characters, and I just must have pressed the button too fast, because it did not acknowledge, so... Oh wow, SB, how's it going? You had a... Is that a permadeath mode, or is that just the hardest mode? It is tough. It sounds tough. Oh, we've unlocked somebody, I think. Let me update. Let's see where we are. But But yeah, I think there's only like 4 maps in the game. Yeah. Oh, wait, you got your first ever ban on a subreddit. What was the ban and what was the subreddit? Jeremiah is back. Oh, I should have bought an upgrade, actually. Let me quit. Oh, I can't quit. Oh, I can quit. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a moment. Oh, there we go. Story? Continue story? Garage. There we go. So I think we need to go for engine and gearbox first. Okay, that's good. I thought that it was going to make us pay again, but I don't think it does. Are there any trophies to do with fully upgrading? Fully upgrade a single cart aspect, okay. Run over 5 bikers, get 1 crazy granddad item, get taken out by a UFO laser, okay. A mod is going on a power trip, so he's banning on anyone that mentions Lance. Who is Lance? I want to hear all about this. Tell me about the mod. Tell me about the drama. Is it on r/subreddit drama? Because ever since you introduced me to that subreddit, I pore over it. I pour it. I love Reddit. SB! Go on then. Ha 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 ha! Eat shit. My fellow geriatrics. I love when you see like some absolute whippersnapper behind you try and get you with the cane, sorry. Bye, death. I'm gonna slow down a little bit just so I can farm some of these oh, fudge. I was gonna say just so I can farm some of these trophies. Somebody farmed me. Fallout New Vegas. You want me to tell you why Fallout New Vegas is not very good? Okay. So before I begin, I want you to know that you've cashed in a thing, you've paid for it with your points. I'm gonna try and find some things that I don't like about it. I will exaggerate for the sake of argument, alright? I want you to know that what I'm saying may not necessarily be my opinion before we begin, okay? So I would say that Fallout New Vegas is actually trash because it is woefully overrated and woefully underfun. I remember a lot of people talking about how the tutorial town is I just got run over. The tutorial town has like this really interesting conflict between the bandits and the people in the town, and I remember that being very bigged up to me before I began the game. And it's actually just kind of like not that interesting or nuanced or fun in any way. It's got like kind of moral complexity sometimes, but like also not. Where it kind of touts this, but think about like not everything's black and white. Sometimes you save the farmers, but you destroy the local blah 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 blah. And it's like, no, you've basically just taken one conflict, added like one extra layer of nuance, and now you think you've written fucking War and Peace? No. I gotta say that the initial direction in Fallout New Vegas is absolute toilet. So obviously you try and go north and you can't, so you reassess your expectations with the game and kind of prepare yourself for the slow burn that you didn't think it would be. And some people go some directions, some people go other directions. I went to Prim. I went to Prim on easy mode. I hadn't played a Fallout game before. I didn't know what to level. I didn't know what was good. Wasn't going to sit on the internet and read about builds. You know, I was going to play the game organically and enjoy it. Can't remember what I spec'd into, but basically ended up in a death save because I guess maybe I don't know what I'd even done, whether it was melee or not, but jeez. I remember I gave up with it because there were some scorpions that kept killing me over and over again, which I guess you could say is my fault, but there's no direction. The game basically goes like, go on, play, post-apocalypse, go on. Fallout New Vegas co-op would be interesting. The problem is that the game is, what, like 15 years old? And they never even ported it. Like, think about how much free money they'd get if they ported that to a new console, you know? Like, I say this a lot, where I'm like, oh, think about all the free money that X and Y would get if they just ported it to a new console. The GTA Definitive Edition has proven my point. A lot of people bought that. Can I not redo a race? Oh. I should be able to, I think. It doesn't say it's missable. Have you played Half-Life before? I've played Half-Life 2. 1 minute. Get all gold races. If you don't take first place, simply restart the race until you do. Can I not play it again? Yeah, I've played Don't Starve. I played Don't Starve when it first came out. Back in the day. It doesn't say. Well, like, it doesn't seem as though I can. Oh, I guess because we're in the middle of like a 3 race thingy. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. I know that you're a huge fan of stuff where you basically just try and last as long as you can. I know you like to do your knife-only Call of Duty zombie runs, which is really cool. Your permadeath runs and stuff. For me, I don't really like stuff like that. I like to have an ending that I can have. I like to have achievable goals, and when I've achieved them, I can put the game down and play something else. So I guess I can see why you like it, but it's not really my kind of thing. Yeah, exactly, Star. And it's like, imagine a company who actually made a definitive edition with care, you know. I wonder, like, it would be really good to see some remakes of some, like, old games, you know. Oblivion, obviously. No! Oh. Hamlet and even... I think I got Don't Starve together, but I didn't play much of it. Like, people would just absolutely throw money. Hey, Birch, how you doing? Yeah, back when I played Don't Starve, I think Don't Starve Together existed, but there was none of that other stuff, like Reign of Giants and things, so they've probably added things. Maybe there is a definitive end to the game now, which would be better, but until there is, I probably wouldn't pick it up. I'm good, thank you. Also had a long weekend. We are playing Coffin Dodgers today, Birch. Coffin Dodgers, if you don't know. If you do know, then just listen. I don't care. But Coffin Dodgers is a game about, like, a bunch of old people living in a little place called Sunny Pines, I think. And essentially, Sunny Pines is being sort of besieged, sort of groomed by the Grim Reaper. Coming along to all the races and stuff. Trying to kill people or just trying to win. I'm actually not sure what the Grim Reaper's sort of end goal here is in Sunny Pines, but I also did skip the cutscene, so that's kind of on me. But yeah, basically we just have to finish the main story, get first place in every race, you know, that kind of standard stuff. It's no Crash Team Racing, I'll be honest. But it is lovely. And quite easy. I think it's like a 2 out of 10 difficulty. The only thing is that this is a nitpick, but the UX is really bad. For example, I can't restart races while I'm in them, and the game doesn't tell me why. It just grays out the option to restart the race. So it's like, you know, what's the point? Well, he seems okay. You telling me he just ignored my EMP? Damn it. Yeah, it's got charm. It doesn't really do, like, the weight of the cars very well. It's very, like... It's quite hard to describe, but it's very sort of... slippery, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. That's not the end of the world, but it was very difficult to get used to. Also, I have been upgrading my car, but you don't get a lot of money. So I'll slowly be able to do it, which would be nice. I also don't know how to reattempt races. Nothing in this Platinum is missable, but if you can't do something in the game, it doesn't explain to you why, which is quite frustrating. Like, the restart race thing is just grayed out. Trying to replay a race just doesn't work. It's just generally confused, you know? Alright. Also, you can get an Uzi for some reason. Ugh. Okay, we got final lap. Let's not try and go right this time. I don't think they can do rubber banding either. Oh no! Oh! I've been absolutely torn to shreds. Right, let's go. It's quite tricky, actually. I like it. That's what you get, Wilbur. Yeah. Sammy, hey, how you doing? You want more realism in Minecraft? Why do you want more realism in Minecraft? Why would you consider playing a game that was a survival game and it was just realistic? Like, or do you want more realism? Sinks, toilets, mirrors. I suppose so, yeah. Maybe there are mods that do that. Still coughing my lungs up. Hey, I'm not glad to hear it, but... Any list for Platmas, or is it a surprise? Last year I didn't publish the list. I just posted it once a week and everybody like guessed and stuff, which was really cute. So I'll probably just keep posting like daily clues. I don't want mods, so I want that they could add it as a real feature. Whatever then. I fuck with your stage theme. What does that mean? What does that mean? I freaks with it. I don't understand what a stage theme is, and now I feel old and lost. Hey, yes. Alright, we don't need the EMP trace. Got an Uzi! Who gave the Grim Reaper an Uzi? Like, the odds are stacked for you, my friend. Why do they keep giving me an Uzi? It is now the one pop-up upgrade that I don't need, you know. Boomerass. Have a nice time on Far Cry 2, SB. Oh no! Damn, I was trying to get that skateboarder. Your background for the cat. Oh, right, my background. I understand now, thank you. I was so confused. I thought you meant like a theme on my console or something. I mean, it is Spyro, which is obviously like timeless classic, but I was like, how can he see it? Oh, I got somebody with that. Please give me a trophy soon. Right, we have to knock this guy over. Oh. There we go. Right, let's kill the Grim Reaper with an Uzi. There we go, lovely. I love the trophy that you get just for running your opponent's body over. I'm like, as if they've not been through enough, you know? This game is brilliant, Sammy. I was a bit on the fence with it because it's quite slippery control-wise. It's hard to describe, but I feel like the physics were difficult to get right, and you can kind of tell. But I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, I suppose. Oh no, that's not necessarily a bad thing, I suppose. Hey, Will, this plat allegedly is 4 hours, but I think we might be able to do it a little bit faster. Death of the Newsy is some Sims 3 shit. So I'm gonna continue, and I am hoping that we can get all gold if we maybe start this series of races again. Also, I got my PlayStation Christmas jumper on. Does it actually? The bitrate. Lucy Legs Hernandez. Oh god, she's gonna have labs. Satan's here. Yeah, but this is a strange one. Oh, open world, crazy granddad explore tutorial. There we go. I can't do race 2 again, boys. Right, let's just try again. Like, if we get to the end of a race and we haven't gotten first place, I'll click try again. I kind of thought that we could rush through and then clean up later, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure whether we can, and it will just let us do it later, but it's not communicating with me, so... Women just want communication. We have to get taken out by a UFO laser as well, so I'll try and keep an eye out for that opportunity. Honestly, I think I'd recommend this little title. I don't know how much it costs on PC and stuff, but it's blessed, you know? Yeah. Ah, yeah, absolutely appalling UX. You should be telling your user what's going on. It's basic common sense. Oh no, Wales Interactive put sheep in their game. Come on, boys, let's not. They've been through enough. $9.49 on PS4. Oh yeah, I mean, I know how much it costs on PS4 because I bought it yesterday, but not sure how much it is on other consoles / PC. I feel like Steam sales and Steam prices are just kind of chaos. Sometimes a game will be like 30p and you won't really know why, and then you'll come back the next day and it'll be like £35 and you're like, I really should have got this yesterday. Hey Rolling, how you doing? Like what you see, we are starting our Platmas event this year with Coffin Dodgers. A game I actually kind of recommend. It's got character. It's weird as fuck, but it's got character, you know. Oh, that sheep got taken. Oh, Wales. Yeah, the trophy guide kind of implies that the UFO laser is hard to be a victim of, but we seem to... I think maybe we need to upgrade our car a little bit. But... just get that thingy up. Cool. 550 more. We should get a trophy for that as well. Let me take a little look at the Coffin Dodgers trophy guide, and we'll see what more we need to get on with. So, can we restart a race? It doesn't seem so. But it won't tell me why not. I guess the answer is because we've finished it, but I shouldn't have to fucking figure that out myself, you know? Right. So we need to hose 20 oldies with the Uzi, we need to expertly explode 20 pensioners with the use of a rocket, we need to slip up 20 people's Sunday drive with some oil, successfully use a shield to block 20 attacks, okay. Boosted without crashing 20 times, alright. So that's the stuff I'll keep an eye on as we go. Hopefully, this engine upgrade does what it kind of implies it will. Oh yeah, that's much better with the engine upgrade. That's so much easier. Haha! And we've blocked an attack with it. I was like, you've really spunked that, Mert. Like, you probably shouldn't have used that so soon. You're not going to be blocking anything with that, but no. It was actually a clever play on behalf of my subconscious. Hosed! Oh no! I hosed the sheep. Damn it. Oh, he's got a rocket. So if we could perhaps slip in front of him with our shield on, he may use that rocket. No! That was a big if, I'll be honest. But we can EMP him. Just gotta get close enough to make sure that the charge hits. He should have lost his rocket as well. If there's anything Crash Team Racing has taught me, it's that the taller, heavier characters drive faster for some reason. Terminal velocity? God knows. Oh. I've actually been done in. A winner is you. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, it's always Donkey Kong, isn't it? And apparently Waluigi is the current meta for Mario Kart. Apparently Waluigi, in like a very specific kind of tricycle thing, is in the current meta, and he's like the fastest thing in the game. He's got the best stats. And I do love being absolutely updated on the Mario Kart meta by my friend Tom. He'll be like, it's Waluigi now. And I'm like, go on. Go on, you filthy bitch. Tell me more. I was steering. Can I restart? No. Why not? Explain to me why not. Why is the option there? Why can I not do it? You need to be communicating with me. God, women just want to be communicated with. Wales Interactive. Maybe we do unlock Way of the Wise. That would make sense. Get out of the way. He's just firing it off. Grim. Soup. I need the, what is it? The Blessing of Amaterasu for that EI build. It's actually tricky. We also have to get like a granddad item. And I've seen that you can play in like granddad mode. So I'm assuming it has something to do with that. Apparently all the miscellaneous trophies too can be achieved on granddad mode. But yeah, it does hurt to be bested by a racing game about old people. I think that was my own oil slick as well. Futsunushi. I think so, and there was an Amaterasu thing that I needed as well, and I don't remember what it was. Don't know if I owned the Amaterasu thing. I think maybe the Amaterasu thing was on the level before that. When he was actually intelligent. What, did they nerf Stewie Griffin? I can't believe we're going to have to do this again. Wilbur and Martha died. Let's try again. This guide is dreadful. Sorry to drop that. Listable trophy 0. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter whether you get all gold medals in the first or second playthrough, provided you get them on the same playthrough. Yeah, but I guess when we play as the Grim Reaper, I don't know if we fucked it at all, because the game won't tell me and the guides also won't tell me. So what I'll do is I'll just finish this playthrough as Hank, and then when we do the Grim Reaper playthrough, we'll just go for all golds then. We should have quite a good upgraded cart by then, unless all of the upgrades go just to Hank. Yeah, I'm confused and annoyed, but I will not let it get in the way of Platmas. Be Uzied. Come on, Hank, you look like you were in there. There we go. What are they called? The motorbike group, the angel things. Hell's Angels, that's it. I'm like, you look like a Hell's Angel. Use your Uzi. Congrats on the Remnant. Still enjoyed the read. I appreciate you taking the time to read the guide. If you didn't know what any of it meant. It was a lot of fun. I like Remnant. The thing is, there's the main Remnant guide, written by somebody who hasn't updated it since March, and said in March that they were going to update it to include all of the new release DLC, and then went silent from March. There's like a related forum post, and they're silent on that. I posted on their post being like, hey, do you mind if I make a subject 2923? Hey, Cranky, how you doing? A subject 2923 trophy guide. And because he hadn't been active for like 8 months, I was like, I'll just do it. So I did it, and after the guide was live, he messaged me being like, I would happily collaborate on one with you. You're welcome to help me if you like. And I was like, uh-oh, I've already done it. So, yeah. And then I was like, I'm going to do a survival guide as well, because I really miss fighting the bosses. You haven't got the trophies yet. If you want to do them together, I will gladly do survival mode with you. We can go through it together. And he was like, no thank you, I don't think I will need your help going through the survival playthrough. I will do it myself with my friends and then I'll write the guide and you're welcome to make any suggestions you want. And I was like, I'm going to make the guide by myself. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it now. Oh yeah, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making that guide. I don't know if video guides are strictly for me, but I always really wanted to try and do one. PSNP folks are brilliant. You'll never get like the most innocuously shady treatment anywhere else. Oh, thank you, Star. Just the fact that they were like, yeah, I've not updated or played since March, but I will, so you can't do anything, just on the off chance that I do. Oh, we got a trophy. I was like, I'm going to do it. Thank you, though. I was more asking to be polite rather than asking for permission anyway.
Hello!
Nerd! Hey, thanks for the read. Meow. Nerd, we are playing a fantastic game called Coffin Dodgers. Sort of Wales Interactive's answer to...
Very good!
Who's Mons? Thanks for the follow, I really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Platmas. Every year on my channel we have the 12 Days of Platmas, where for 12 streams leading up to Christmas, I platinum as many games as I can. We don't go for like super dumpster diving trash, you know, like 3-second plats and stuff. But we go for like fun stuff to watch that you'd also get a plat for, takes like a couple hours. We've got some really cool stuff coming up. I post clues for them in the Discord if you'd like to figure that kind of thing out. But no, today is day one. We're doing Coffin Dodgers, a charming little game made by Wales Interactive, where you essentially take the helm of a motorised scooter as an elderly person and race the Grim Reaper. And the thing is, I skipped the cutscenes, so I don't know what the implications of the loss are, you know. I don't know if we die, he takes our souls and he kills us, or... Hey Mons, how you doing? Good to meet you. I don't know if he takes our souls, or if he kills us, or if he actually just kind of wants to hang out. Yeah, I think I might rank the bosses by difficulty, Will, so I think I might just do, like, I'll group them by location, so, like, Earth, Rome, Swamps, Yaesha. And then, I think also they've added reason to it as well. But I'll group them by that, and then I'll order them by easiest to hardest, maybe? Or just rank them by... I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm gonna do... Warning. Never ever beat Azilis on survival mode. Super easy on story mode. An absolute steamroll on survival. Yeah, it's very strange, Nerd. It's like the physics are kind of slippery, if that means anything. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but the game feels slippery to play, you know, there's not a lot of weight to the... Grim! There's not a lot of weight to the main characters. Hey Dan, welcome, how you doing? How's Germany? I didn't realise you'd gone on holiday, or was it for work? Yeah, the Ravager's a freebie. I love the bosses like that, and I'll have so much fun letting people know that they don't have to fight them. I got an Uzi. The Uzi is blessed, to be fair. None of those got hosed. That's for work. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. I went to Berlin once and I had a really good time, so... Ha ha ha! Sorry. Meow! Oh. What'd it do? But yeah, no, it's, this game is enjoyable but strange, you know. And, like, it all looks quite lovingly put together. You know, like when you can see a game and it's like, oh, all these... Somebody had a smile on their face when they put these assets together. You can kind of tell that this was made by people who really wanted to make something that people would enjoy. And unfortunately it's just like, it plays more like, A little bit more like an experimental project. You know, like when you're putting together like concepts and stuff. I feel like maybe a little bit more polished and it would have been genuinely like a lovely hidden gem. Yeah, for some reason this game has Uzis in it, and you can use the Uzi to hose down your fellow racers, and they like ragdoll all over the floor. Oh, nice one, Dan. It's a shame to essentially go on holiday for work, because you get to see all these great places and then you have to sit in an office. Yeah, nerd, yeah. It's like, this was crafted with love, and I can only respect it, you know? It's actually super sweet. Oh. Oh, just EMP'd a whole crowd of old people. Don't scythe me. Ugh. Yeah, no. I saw this game a long time ago. I think this game was up for the vote last year and it didn't win. But it got a lot of votes this year. I don't know how many, but like significant amount of votes. You're certified. I am. I am. Just lined them all up and electrified them. But yeah, we don't normally play weird short games. We play a bunch of different stuff because we like to trophy hunt on stream. So at the moment, normally it's like Resident Evil 2, Hades. I've got to crack Dauntless back out the box because they added 36 trophies to it. Thought I was done with that. No, I was not. A bit of GTA occasionally. I'm mainly at a stage of GTA where I need to collect things, which isn't exactly the most visually appealing. But last time we did it, it was actually loads of fun. I'm third. I won't skip out yet, but I don't have good feelings about this race. Oh no! I really don't have good feelings about it now. Go! You massive cow! Yes, I've done the peyote plants in GTA single player. Dauntless. Oh, did I say Dauntless? Awkward. This game looks mad as tits. It truly is mad as tits. Yeah, I've done the offline peyote plants, but there are some online that I'm gonna do. Because you had to do them for the Rockstar editor trophies, didn't you? Let's say a swear word. I swear all the time, but on command, I struggle. Ploppers. See you soon, Star. Have a lovely evening. How are they compared to the others? What, the new trophies? The new trophies are completely fine. The only problem is that they are very miscellaneous and things that you do already. So remember that I did the first 40 hours of the game, and then the second 40 hours of the game I was grinding to mastery level 40, I think. So it was 80 hours total to grind to mastery level 40. And I was just picking up a weapon, playing with it for a bit, putting it down again. Until I got to level 40. And there are loads of things that, with the new trophies, I could have done. And there are loads of things that I don't count as having done, because I did them before the trophy list was implemented. So, for example, there's an enemy in the game called the Chronivore, and I personally hate fighting the Chronivore. Right, he's very, very high damage. You need to have prestiged your weapons a couple times. He hits really hard. I've killed him like 6 or 7 times, but because it was before the trophies were added, I the game does not consider me to have done that. So, I now have to go and do it again. But they've also added a new boss called, like, Phalanx, because obviously every game has to have a boss called Phalanx. But Phalanx looks really cool. Phalanx, and they've added some, like, super late game areas. There's a new game called, like, the Ironworks or something. And it's got new variants. There's, like, a Bloodshot Shroud. There's, like, loads of cool stuff going on over there. So it looks like there's plenty more content. The trophies look really interesting. Most of them are all about, like, crafting pieces of armor from, like, legendary creatures, like Torgadoro, Malkarian, like, the bosses. The only issue I have with it is that it would have been really useful to be able to aim for that stuff while I was doing 40 hours of grind. Yes, sorry, I am talking about Dauntless Cranky. They added more trophies to the PlayStation 4 and 5 version, so I have more excuse to go back and play it. But it just would have been useful to be aiming for those the first time I got 100% on it. Yeah, the Romans are full of cool boss names, aren't they? Although I have yet to see a Caligula in gaming. That would be interesting. Actually, you know what? I bet the Persona franchise has one. But you know, I was sick to death of Dauntless by the time I finished the 80-hour 100%. But I picked it up the other day and I was just kind of, I think I beat a Malkarian. No, I actually had loads of fun with it. I was so happy to be back to it. It's a good game. It just, I guess it just burned me out a bit. Let me go back to PSN. Dauntless is really good. It's kind of like Monster Hunter Light, which is in its own way like a pro and a con, because like it's much easier to get into, much smoother to play, much simpler to grapple with, but at the same time it's not as complex, which, you know, means that there's like a lot less you can do depth-wise. Did they add a plat or just more miscellaneous? The PS5 version has a plat, the PS4 version doesn't have a plat, so... We're already on 29% of this game, by the way. Do you need to pay for the good things? No, but they do have a Rift Pass, I think it's called, or that might be what they call it in Dead by Daylight. They have like a season pass, or like a monthly pass, and I think it's £8 a month, but if you have it, you get more XP. I think you get like times 1.25% more XP, maybe 1.5% more XP, so it cuts your grind down by about 25%. What about the PS5 version? I am going to do it on PS5 as well. I'm excited. I will finish it on PS4, and then move up to the PS5, export everything, auto-pop what I can, and then just do it there. Thank you, Dan. Blind run of Coffin Dodge is coming right up. But no, basically, I'm gonna play it on PS4, like with Dead by Daylight, where it runs terribly, it looks awful, and then I'll go up to PS5 rather than PS5 and then go back. Did you get one yet? I think I do have one. I think I might actually be fetching it on Christmas Day, which is nice. But I won't have it for a little while. I think I do have one though. But I'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, thank you. Ooh. You've gone very bright there, Shekel. Thank you. Were you making it easier for me to be able to read your name with my glasses off? Let's hose these hoes. It's nice that you have an option to try again. I'm just confused as to why, if you can try the game, if you can try the levels infinitely, why you can't restart during a level. I'm confused. It's bad UX. I was thinking the other day about making a video about UX in games, but I was like, it would probably take me about 8 months. And at my current rate of upload on YouTube, it's a good day if I get like 40 views, and it's like, do I really want to do several months of work for like nobody to watch it? Probably not. We'll see how YouTube goes, and then maybe I'll start to do like bigger things like that. I don't think that zombie was supposed to be doing that. I don't know if that was a glitch. Oh, I'm first. Oh wow, I really am blind. I will have a look at those messages when I can. But they are all very long, and I'm only small. I could not possibly read them. Why is there just one police chase? I'm like, the undead are everywhere. You should probably focus on that. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with all the games we've got going on at the moment. And I kind of needed an extra game for when, like, Shekel was busy to do... Shekel's too busy to do Monster Hunter World. Like, this last week, I had, like, one free stream, and I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. So I just didn't. and Dauntless would have been perfect for that. Oh, that'd be good, Nerd. Yeah, there's only a couple trophies you have to co-op and invade for, isn't there? Transfer to save, nothing auto-pop, but there's also an abundance of legendary dragons. Oh, interesting that nothing auto-popped. Because then if you transfer the save, then it means that you can't get it on that save, but I suppose you can just start a new one. But it is good to be able to auto-pop the legend, or sort of auto-pop the legendary dragon one. Did the Oblivion Walker one not even auto-pop? Auto-popping certain trophies or playing through them over again depends on the game and the trophy, I guess. I probably wouldn't want to do the legendary dragon grind, but in terms of the Dauntless one, my character will carry over, so I don't think I will have a choice of which ones to auto-pop or not. But I think the miscellaneous ones won't auto-pop. My mum's like, "Are you free for a call right now?" No. I thought But how you been, Dan? You streaming right now? You up to a lot? A lot of the people I follow, like on Twitter and stuff, have been taking breaks. I know Kaz took like 2 weeks off. I think he's back with something that I was like, oh, that's cool. But I don't know what it was. Oh, eat shit. See you soon, nerd, if I said that. Well, at least you can do the leveling, because I know that there are ways you can make the leveling easy and quick, but not fun, you know. I feel like it's either slow and fun or easy and quick, and you do not get to choose. You do not get to have access to both. Are you hitting them at all? No. Oops. Gone in many seconds. I think that was a trophy for using a boost without crashing, but obviously it's wrong. My poor mum, bless her. She's like... I know that you said every day this week that you've been streaming, and as a result you can't talk on the phone, but are you free at 8:30 today? And I'm like, you can call. You can try. An existential crisis about 3 months ago and lost all my nerve to do it again. I'm gonna start up in the new year with everything. Oh, brilliant! Well, no, it'll be good. It'll be good to see you back in the saddle. It's a shame about the existential crisis. I feel like I actually more often than not teeter on the verge of one myself. So maybe it's more common than either of us think. Ooh, steering wheels are cool. There was a streamer that we popped by a few weeks ago, and he was playing Dark Souls 3 with a steering wheel, and he had a world record in playing Dark Souls 3 with the steering wheel. So maybe you could apply that wheel to... Hey! Sorry, to many things. It was brilliant. Thieves Guild is your favourite. I loved Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion, but I found that in Skyrim they had such a lack of thievery and assassination. Well, I mean, Dark Brotherhood wasn't bad, but it was more bare on the bones. Or more bare bones, or whatever it is. But no, I also felt like Oblivion did the Mages Guild a bit better. But I like Oblivion. The problem is, Oblivion was the first one I played, so my opinion of it is naturally very high. But I've seen people play Morrowind first, and see Morrowind's the best one. And to be fair, I think Morrowind is the better one, and I really wish they'd remaster it, but they just won't, because they hate money and success. Put Jane on stream? No. That woman is no stranger to a slur. Not mincing words here. That woman was born in the 60s, in a small mining village orbiting Nottingham. She is not PG. She is not PG. Oh, we were second? Digs. Breath of the Wild with a steering wheel would be cool. Yes, the bullshit you have to do... I honestly found the questline dreadful. And it was the bullshit afterwards to get to the Guildmaster title. I was like, well, at least I'm stealing stuff. I mean, it's trash, but at least I'm finally doing what thieves do. But I mean, like, the Thieves Guild questline, it was just like, go do this dungeon, go do this dungeon, go do this dungeon. I'm like, when do I get to, like, take people's life savings? What about their, like, college fund, their healthcare plan? Where's my, like, slice of pie? And hey, Richard, how you doing? Companions was dreadful, yeah. Oh, actually, if I quit this race and we go to the shop, maybe we could get, engine. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that, to be honest, Cranky. I like that wherever you are in Skyrim, you understand roughly where you are relative to the cities nearby. Like, the fact that Markarth is in, like, a big... Oh, cool. The Markarth is in, like, a big, kind of mountainous terrain, and there's, like, bits and pieces of old Dwemer ruins everywhere, and it's very grey, and, like, it's very mossy grey, and the grass is very patchy, and the trees are very, like, dead, with fewer leaves, and there's rivers running through it. I like that, you can tell. And then you get over to, like, Falkreath, and it's swamp. As soon as you land in a swamp, you know, you're in... No, not Falkreath, Morthal. I love that the Rift is down in, like, a very autumnal, leafy... leafy, like, fall colour theme. Really nice. I like that. It's and so on and so forth for Dawnstar, Windhelm, Winterhold, Whiterun. I think that Skyrim is probably the best. I haven't played much of Morrowind. I've only played a little bit, but Skyrim to me is probably the best for that kind of like familiarity, because I feel as though that really helps people feel at home in the game, and makes people feel like genuine nostalgia when they pick it up and play it again, even if it's only been like 2 weeks since they last played it. The music as well. I don't know if... Oh my god. I don't know if I like the music of Oblivion more. I don't feel like the music is too different between Oblivion and Skyrim, weirdly. But obviously one of them inspires nostalgia in me. And the other one, I'm like, oh, that sounds like Oblivion, but 5 years afterwards. I've not played Pod Racer, and it sounds like a side project for a Star Wars dev team. Haha! Oh, she's not even off! Mildred! Oh my god, I went to ram her off, and she just, you know, like the cruel coldness of the winter night, she stood fast. Oh, well, you can use EMPs to deflect things. That's cool. Morrowind's character writing's on another level, and so is like... So is the... I died? Brilliant. So is the, like, I love when they're like, you need to go find a tree. Once you've found this tree, you need to take a left, walk about 10 minutes, and then there'll be a cave. Opposite that cave, there's the well that my child is stuck in. It's been 6 days, so don't rush. But just kind of let me know if she's here. I like that a lot. I feel like one thing that Skyrim did that was kind of annoying was like homogenized itself quite a lot. Like the fact that it ruined the fact that it removed a whole magic skill tree. It was kind of a shame. Things like that. There were loads of things that I kind of wish they'd kept for Oblivion that they didn't. I mean, I know that Oblivion looked funky, but loads of games look funky, you know. I just forgot what button is accelerate, so that was good. You know when you've been playing a new game for like 2 hours and everything starts to become muscle memory, but your muscle memory is just stop, and you're like, oh. I'm gonna give that a little read in a minute. But you guys are talking in paragraphs today, which is nice. You know me, I love talking at length about, like, things that most people don't really care about. But I also have my glasses off, and I'm playing a racing game, so I promise. Right, okay. Whichever you played first you liked the most. I suppose so. I played Dark Souls 2 first, and that is the only reason I can think of for liking that game. And yeah, see, Dan is the opposite of me. Look, I have decided to turn a clean slate. I have wiped my slate clean. It is now clean. The slate is clean. I will no longer... Yes, the other week, Chocolat, may I remind you that you said you didn't really care for the cheesy garlic Terranshire, and I said, maybe you and I just like different things. Was that not adult of me? Was that not... Am I not proving myself as a mature individual? I was pretty impressed by myself. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh. I'll fight you. Alright, actually, yeah. Slate redirtied. I love that, it seems as though we can't Oh, how to retry the races you already beat. Let me check. PSNP has been crawling. According to the trophy guide, you can't replay races, so you should quit if you don't come in first and retry. Brilliant. Let me have a look at the trophies. Get all gold in all races in the town, get gold in all races in the graveyard, get gold in all races in the showdown. That's good because we only need to get all golds in that one area when we play as the Grim Reaper. So although it's a shame, it's not the end of the world. Yesterday, Nerd asked me if I was going to be making a video on why I hate Final Fantasy VII so much, and I was like, I would not want to burn the bridge that you and I have, Nerd. I respect you very much. And he was like, go on. And I was like, alright, okay. You've convinced me. So, I think I'll save my my rage for pre-recorded scripts. Ah! God, I don't have a clue what is going on. But yeah, I was doing a little like digging into it because basically I got so sick of the game that I started to skip cutscenes shortly after chapter 10, maybe shortly before actually. I was just so annoyed by everything that was happening. I couldn't bear to listen to them say a single word to each other. So I decided to start skipping cutscenes. And, slight spoiler alert, but I was like, oh, there are these two characters, and they bring them in, and they kind of characterize them a bit, and then they just, like, fob them off, they don't do anything with them. Turns out they died, and I didn't notice, because I didn't watch the cutscene. But the thing is, they die in a cutscene, and then I don't think they're ever mentioned again, which is probably why I thought that the game didn't do anything with them. But they die in this, like, really big pivotal moment, I think around chapter 13 or something? You'd have no idea. Like, based on anything that happens afterwards, you'd have no idea that they were even gone. Because one of their friends is still around, and he doesn't seem particularly sad about it. So, I was like, oh, I guess I'll just follow him for a bit, and we'll probably meet up with the other two later. Oh, they've failed to bring them back. I guess maybe the budget didn't allow it. God, terrible game. Turns out they died in a cutscene. The problem with it I found was that the game wants to be a film, and it doesn't want you to play it, and it doesn't want you to enjoy it, in my opinion. The game is like, you can't jump, can't explore, you're very much on rails, you can only use things when we say that you can use them. The game pretends to be like free-flowing combat, but it's very much turn-based. You can't fall off objects, so when you do Tifa's parkour sections, you just hold forward on the analog stick, and she'll just do the whole thing for you. So the game is basically just like a series of cutscenes, and occasionally they very, very reluctantly give you the reins and they'll let you do like one fight, you know. Very reluctantly you will be allowed to do one fight. And it means that some chapters are like 2 hours long, but if you skip all the cutscenes, they're about 25 minutes. And I was like, that's probably why the game's 90 gigabytes. I can get on board with this. I get dragged every time I say Final Fantasy VII is wank on Twitter. I'm there with you. I've already written a script, and I've just done the notes for it. I think it's something like, 9, 10 pages long. I'm so angry about it. Because I'm not really much of a JRPG person. The last JRPGs I played were Pokemon, and I was obsessed with them for about 15 years. I loved Pokemon. But I just fell out of love with them, and then... Majestic! I'm glad to have earned your subscription, Dan. Thank you very much. But no, I was like, apparently Final Fantasy VII is really good. I'm going to give it time. I'm going to give it grace. I'm going to give it patience. I think the second Aerith said a word, I was like, right, I'm going to have a palp. I had to mute the audio as soon as she became a recurrent character. I muted the dialogue. I was like, I can't hear it. I can't listen to this anymore. And then shortly after that, I started skipping cutscenes. You too, Dan. Yeah, I didn't like Dark Souls 2 because of the hitboxes and the bosses. I like Dark Souls 3 because the game felt better and had better bosses. I think it also is the best lore from the trilogy. The thing I love about Dark Souls 3 is the DLC. And my personal opinion is that that was the best thing they did. I didn't enjoy the main game at all. I found it looked very dull. It was just like grey settlement, grey cathedral, grey forest, grey swamp, and I was like, but I know what you mean about the combat feeling better, and the DLC was incredible. It had like the best OSTs in the series. Old Hunters was really good too. Again, brilliant OST. I fell out with Bloodborne after playing Neo, because Neo runs at a very crisp 60 FPS. So when I came back to Bloodborne, I just found myself annoyed. You know, just got wound up with it. It's kind of a shame, because I loved Bloodborne. I named my cat Yusefka, obviously, after the Doctor herself. And then I came back to it and I was like, oh. It does have like such a good OST though. I will read Shekel's hot take in a moment. You think Bloodborne is the worst game in any Souls? Worst of any Souls game played it today? I remember you saying, oh, I've got such a craving for Bloodborne again. I can't wait to try it. And I was like, I wonder how long you're going to last. And we placed bets on it. I remember Meadrod bet 30 minutes, and I bet 31 minutes, because I wanted to rub it in Meadrod's face. How long did you last before you put the game down? Bloodborne is Crudborne. Yeah, no, I agree, Will. I think Dark Souls 3 introduced, like, brilliant combat, really good lore, and very interesting DLC. It just... Oops, I've crashed. It just wanted to be, like, Dark Souls 1, 2. Imagine a whole game based on that DLC, you know? That would have been so good if they just, like, hunkered down with the DLC, because I would have loved a whole game about the Ring City. That would have been so cool. And they didn't. I love how you don't... I mean, it gives you XP if the bullets hit, but... like, at the same time, you don't really know if they hit. And you don't really know why, either. Ha 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 ha! Eat my shit. Alright, I've got an EMP for if the Grim Reaper tries that again. Your semester ends in 2 weeks. What have you got any more assignments left, Richard, before the semester ends, or are you home free? 20 minutes! Damn it. Somebody did say 20 minutes. The problem with Bloodborne is that I think it looks the best of all of the Souls games. I think it's got the most interesting story out of any of the wider Souls series. I think that all of the lore theories are probably the best because of what they have to work with. I think the enemies look the coolest. I think the weapons... there's like a good breadth of build you can have. I really like Bloodborne in theory. And then I play it and it's 30 FPS and I can't quickly heal between attacks. And it feels clunky and I can't quickly dodge. And I get really annoyed with it. I think I expect it to play like Neo. Because I think Neo is the weaker of the two in terms of, like, visuals and lore. Because, you know, it's just Japan, innit? You know. Yeah, Neo does. Sippy, I want a treat from Uncle Birch. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, for you. Did you guys hear a meow, or was that just for me? Okay, so the final trophy for story mode is called 1 Foot in the Grave. Oh, she's so chatty, isn't she? She's so blessed. Alright, we've finished the story in an hour and a half. Okay. Right. So now we play as Death. And we finish the story as Death. The only gold medals we need to get are on the second world. Yeah, we got fully upgraded cart, hose 20 oldies with the Uzi, slip up 20 people's Sunday drive with some oil, use a shield to block 20 attacks, knock 5 skaters off the road, run over 5 bikers, get gold in all races in the town, get 1 crazy granddad item, complete story mode as the Grim Reaper. Okay. Apparently all of these kind of misc trophies we don't need to be in a story mode to get either, so that's useful. Let's go to the garage. You telling me I don't have enough money to level my stuff? I've just beaten the Grim Reaper. Hopefully, so what's Crazy Grandad? Clammy, hey! Welcome to Platmas. How you doing? Yes! This actually was up on the poll for last year's Platmas, and it didn't win. It didn't come even close to winning, but this year it won by a landslide. It's weird to start a Christmas-themed event with a game about the elderly racing for their lives against the Grim Reaper, but what can you do? Also, I got a Christmas PlayStation jumper, and it's also a men's, so it doesn't not fit me, but it fits me very strangely. You know how men tend to have like broader shoulders and narrower waists and hips? It starts really baggy at the top, and it's hard to describe. It doesn't work. I can't wear it outside because it makes me feel frumpy. But you know, the effort's there. Okay, awesome. We have all of the... Okay, cool. So we should be able to get all of the upgrades as we play. Fully upgrade your car. I think maybe I'll still go for all gold. Because I want the money to upgrade the car. In fact, most of the games that were picked for this Platmas were strange choices. Hey! There's one in particular that I think might actually make me cry because of the fact that I have a younger brother, and I think that it's one of those games that is going to make you feel awful. I don't want to say, but you know, I'm sure you can guess which one I'm talking about. So yeah, you guys felt pretty edgy this year, so we've got some like really weird ones coming up, like really not sort of Christmassy at all kind of options, but whatever. We're here for plats, right, kids? Death Jam, Fight for New York. Please tell me that's real. And I can't say Dan. But I reckon you'll know it when you see it. And also when you come in and I've got like my mascara all down my face and I'm like visibly wailing into the screen. You know. Just girl things. I'm waiting to find all of the power-ups that I need. I could really do with some oil. It literally rolled to oil and then switched to something else. This game is against me. I need oil and Uzi. To be fair, we can do the misc trophies in a different mode, but it's still nice to get them out of the way. You know, when I pick up a new platinum, there'll always be like 1 or 2 trophies that kind of stress me out. Like, for example, I've almost finished the Dead Island platinum again, and the one that really stressed me out was kill 5 infected in a row in 1 hit. Because that's always a really tricky one. Like, it's not the end of the world, but it's always a really tricky one. And I always get really... I spend the whole time just stressed about that. It annoys me. The PS2... Wait, this game was on PlayStation 2? Oh. This game or Death Jam? Wow. I was like, this game... I was like, oh, of course, it's PS2 graphics. Like, of course, they've ported this from the PS2. And then you were like, mm-mm. Yeah, no, Dead Island I really like. It's different, you know. I loved it when I was a teenager. I respect it now. Yeah, I thought you were sharing a grand revelation with me, Clammy. Oops. I'm getting absolutely biffed. We're doing really well, but we're doing a bit too well. I want to have an opportunity to be using power-ups. But I also want to win, so I guess we'll be doing too well. Yoink! I love getting trophies. What a great Christmas. This game is just ass. I appreciate your nuanced and professional review of acclaimed title, Coffin Dodgers. What have you been playing lately, Clammy? Are you going for like quick and easy plats at the moment? Or are you going for like longer projects? I was watching a show, and a guy was like interviewed before he did something, and he said something like, oh, feeling nervous and scared. So, mixed emotions. I mean, there's only two of them, but mixed emotions. And I don't know, the way he said it, I was like, bless you. I've been quite ill with chronic fatigue, so it's not been doing... Oh, fair enough. Yeah, so I take it that's not really improving much at the moment, which is a huge shame. I hope you're back on your feet soon. Being in your stream is great. How's Sharky? Is he keeping an eye on you? Is he taking care of you? Yeah, exactly, Dan. There is literally nothing better on this earth than getting special points for my E-penis. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Will. Like, there's no rubber banding, which I was scared of when I first picked up the game, but now I could really do with, because I need to be using, like, the shield power-up and stuff. No rubber banding, no nothing. Closing in on that 1,000th, so I Am Bread will likely take up most of my time. Please let me know how I Am Bread is, because I Am Bread is a channel reward for my channel. I think if you get 1 million points, I'll platinum I Am Bread. And honestly, like, I'm already dreading it. What a charming little title. Only 500,000. Ah, too affordable. I'll need to nerf that. 1 million points is fair. Oh, my god. Yeah, I've seen that the platinum is like 0.5%, which is the rarest trophy I've ever seen. The rarest trophy I have is 0.72. And it's because it's a Dead by Daylight trophy, so it's already sub 5%, all of them are. And it's a grind that you need to, like, DM other players and ask them to help you with. So, like, after that process of elimination, it's sub 1%, you know? But I've never seen anything that's so hard that it's been that bad. Oh, is that Super Meat Boy? Is that something else? See, that was the intention, Will, because I'm like, I'll dangle Blaze It, but then what if there's something else? Like, Blaze It's like the badge of honor, right? But Blaze It's the badge of honor, but I Am Bread is like the achievement, you know? Like, that's a big thing. Are there any more bikers around? Oh, well, I mean, he's there. He seems okay. I think the game was about to crash then, but for some reason it just last minute held itself together. Yoink! I can't believe they've given me an Uzi. Just something about this game is so whimsical. I'm actually kind of... It's Hank! Alright, we've lapped Hank. Hank, you were my boy. And now look at you. God, that was cruel, wasn't it? Yes, the trophy is called Skilled Huntress, I think, Dan. And basically, you need to down 100 survivors with a hatchet from 30 meters away or more. And due to the nature of how hatchets work, and how HP works, that is a huge ask for something to happen like naturally. I suppose it's good to have a trophy that you have to work for, but in the case of skilled hunters, it's a bit much. It's like survivors have 2 HP, so even if you hit them from 30 meters away, it won't necessarily down them. The hatchets have a tiny hitbox. Survivors have a tiny hitbox. Obviously, you need to account for movement and distance, so angle and speed and charge of the hatchet. Obviously, if survivor sees you and they've got plenty of time, they see the hatchet coming to them, they can just step to the side. So basically, what I would do is I would get into pre-game lobby, and I would be like, "Hey, I'm the huntress in your game coming up. Do you mind if I please use you to farm some 30-meter away hatchet throws?" And every single time, if they saw the message, they would be like, "Yeah, of course, no worries." Like, Dead by Daylight people are so nice. I did not have a single rude person. They were all really lovely, but obviously, like, it just meant that I was there for like a full day. And there is something really stressful about DMing strangers on PSN. I don't know. I was doing it for hours, and they were always really lovely. But for some reason, I was just so anxiety ridden. I was like, they're going to be really mean. They're going to say no. I don't know what it was. I couldn't. It was a very stressful day, and I don't really know why. Yeah, true, Dad. I've never really had to DM people before at all, so I guess that's like my main issue. And also, injustice is 0.17%. How? Please tell me how. Damn. I want the oil slick. I'm at the front. Give me the banana. Also, I love that they've put shortcuts into some of these routes, and you don't at all need them. What's horrible about it? Oh, wanker. Well, I suppose DMs on any platform are terrifying. I don't think I'd been streaming for... I don't think I'd been streaming for 3 months when I closed mine permanently forever. I was like, no, I'm tired of being propositioned. Always by people 20 years my senior. I'm done. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going. I've been run over. Grindy, difficult, unoptimized, infuriating. Is that the one where you have like tasks to do and there's like you have to like 5-star a bunch of tasks? And the tasks like the AI has input reads and stuff, so it knows exactly what you're doing. 640 mini missions, yes, I think that's the one that I have in mind. Oh, there we go. Oops. We might have to restart this one, but at least we got the oil slick trophy. It's weird because it does seem like some of the upgrades they have are like race position based. Like for example, when we were in front, we didn't get any oil slicks and barely any shields either. But at the same time, like, why would they make it so that you don't get the things that keep you in first place when you're in first place? It's a strange piece of logic. Let's just try again. Actually, no, I don't want to risk it because sometimes I accidentally spam past it. 640 mini missions is quite a lot. And each one is bad, so... So there's never any reprieve, there's never like an easy one, they're all horrible. Oops. 500 of anything outside an MMO is excessive. Yeah, like, Dead by Daylight has a super ultra rare platinum. Well, I mean, for me, I think it's like 1.9, which isn't that rare, but for me it's rare, you know. And I don't think anything on that you're asked to do more than 500 times at most, which sounds like a lot, but it's things like kill 400 survivors, so it's like it's like stuff you have to do to win games anyway. So I got that one naturally, just by playing the game. Hey, I got EMP'd! You can't be doing this. Hank! Almost 2/5 of Tales of Arise. That's quite high, I feel. It's always a surprise when you see, like, stuff that... Like, because I think 45% of Dark Souls 1 players have the platinum on that game, which, when you think about it, is quite significant. Pretty sure that's about as high as Ghost of Tsushima. Look, Grim. I don't want to be rude, but... hit him! Oh, I hate long games with missable trophies. I'm like, don't be so fucking rude. Oh my god. Cuphead's 16%. That's quite high. Final Fantasy VII is 16%. And I was absolutely mystified as to why it was so low until I started hard mode. And then I was like, I'm never going to play this game again. Turd game. For turds. I hope Yami doesn't come in. Yami always comes in when I'm slagging off his favourite games, and I'm like, I promise I didn't know that you were here. Yeah, I didn't even get that far. I think I did the first chapter, got my arse handed to me by the Scorpion, and then just turned it off. I did chapter 2 on hard mode, but that's the only chapter I've done. I think I did try chapter 1, try and fail chapter 1, try and succeeded on chapter 2. And then I think I did chapter 3, and there was like a side mission with a little boss called like a Wrath Hound or something. I had a palpitation, put the game down. I know. Valen is such a sweetie as well. I'm like, I can't ever let him know that I think Final Fantasy VII is like a nonce-bait crammed, a hand-holding condescension of a project. I really enjoyed the game. Well, I should have read that comment first. Oh, I got a comment on my guide. Thanks for this guide. Yeah, probably best not, I will. Probably best not. Thanks for the guide by Nema Eater. What are we talking? Are we talking like Pokemon Remake hand-holding? Where they just completely strangle any entertainment you could possibly get? There's an annoying thing I always find with JRPGs where they'll give you like a puzzle and they'll be like, you need to go to a shop, but I don't know what the shop's called, but this clue says the opposite of hell. And you're like, oh, there's a shop called Heaven. So you're like, oh. And then they'll go, I wonder what this could mean. And you're like, it's alright, NPC, like, I can figure this out myself. I'd like to do this myself. And the NPC's like, isn't there a shop called Heaven? And you're like, oh. And then they're like, if I remember correctly, I think that heaven and hell are opposites. So if this clue is correct, then what it could be trying to tell us is that we need to be going to the shop called Heaven. And you're like, yes, I know. And then like a big marker pops up on screen pointing you towards Heaven, and you're like, why did you do this? Why did you imply that this was going to be something I needed to figure out if you were just going to tell me what it is? Everything gets explained to you to the nth degree, even when it's completely obvious. There's two elves next to each other, one wearing a crown and one wearing a tiara. Oh no. Alright. Yeah, I feel like, another issue I have with, like, over-explaining games, typically JRPGs, is that they'll over-explain so much that they completely strangle the explanations you actually need to hear. Like, I don't think it's any coincidence that it's always with JRPGs where they tell me so much and exposit so much at me that I eventually, like, just start skipping the dialogue. And then it gets to the point where... Sorry, that guy just ate shit. And then it just gets to the point where, like, they'll tell me something I actually do need to know, and I'll just glance over it. Or sometimes they, I'm gonna wait for them to catch up. Sometimes they tell you stuff, and they don't tell you the important stuff, and it's like, why did you explain to me how to, like, walk? If you're not... Oh wait, no, I don't need the shield trophy, no one. But since you're here, maybe we get the Uzi trophy. Oh god, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean about stuff like that. It's like, who is your target audience? Like, is it the kind of... Is it like a younger audience and they need lots of help? And if so, why are the girl characters running around in bikinis and making, like, Yamateku Desai noises whenever they get punched, you know? Like, what are we appealing to here? It bored me to tears, but the gameplay was king. Oh yeah, I feel like that's often kind of an issue with games that, like, bore you to tears, is that there are genuinely some, like, really good mechanics just sort of hidden away. And you have to dig through, like, meters of shit to find it. It's just like, you know, you guys could have made something genuinely enjoyable. Kids or nonsense, yeah. Like, the two key demographics for some reason. Come on, when do I get this Uzi trophy? Granted, I haven't paid any attention, but... So anyway, you got the plan. Well, I hope you had fun with it. How long did it take? Every game has that unlockable schoolgirl outfit. Do you remember, like, old Silent Hill and Resident Evil games where you'd complete the game on an S rank and you'd get, like, a pop idol outfit for whoever the main girl was? But because it was, like, the noughties, as in, like, the years, not the genre, they'd always be, like, super tame by our standards, like, kind of like Britney Spears-esque almost. And it'd be like, oh, look how raunchy this outfit is, and it's like, oh, actually she's just wearing, like, a very nice skirt and some boots, you know? Actually looks quite nice. Yeah. I don't know what to call the decade, of 2000 to 2010, because it's the noughts, right? So the noughties, but that just sounds like I'm kind of weird. No. Oh yeah, was that the one where she just takes us... Oh yeah, because you can unlock a playthrough with Samus where she walks around in her, like, Zero suit, right? The emo decade, yeah. The Fallout Boy decade. I don't know what XP is for at all. It doesn't seem to be a currency that can be used. And we don't level up, so... Alright, let me update the trophies again. I love when you play a trophy trash game, because the game... Your progress in the game will be an E rank until you have 100%. For those of you who aren't on PSNP, games you have progress in are ranked. So I think if you have less than half of the average... So let's say, for example, a game... I think, like, GTA 5, I think the average completion in GTA 5 is 11%, so that means that of all the players, between them, the average progress towards the 100% is 11. So if you get, like, up until 5%, your game will be an E rank. And then you get to 6 and you're now more than halfway to the average. So I think you'll be like a D rank. I think when you hit the average, or something like that, you'll get C rank, maybe B. But it kind of functions like that. But I love when you're playing like a trophy trash game, and it's just E rank all the way through. Because some games you start the game and you're already on a B or a D. Pretty sure Dead by Daylight was like that. Hey! The 90s too. Yes. Sorry, I really need to be running skateboarders over. We might need to redo a bunch of these races to find skateboarders, actually. Millennium Boogaloo. Like the good old days before the 2008 crash. When, like, you could go on holiday sometimes. Oh my god! Let's quit because I need to dethrone like 5 skateboarders, and I think this is the only map you can do it on, so I might grind it a bit. Fully upgrade your car, hose 20 oldies with the Uzi, knock 5 skaters off the road, run over 5 bikers, get gold in all races in the town, get 1 crazy grinded item, complete story mode is the grim reaper. Okay, there must be a place where we can grind bikers and skaters, but I haven't checked and I can't be bothered to, so that will be it. I love that they give you like the option to do a Mario Kart style speed boost off the starting line. Oh my god! But the game isn't that responsive with what it's doing, and it doesn't really let you know what's going on. So oftentimes you'll not really know what's happening at all. I respect it. Keeping me guessing, you know. I'd really like to get 1 briefcase if I can, Percival. Go on, go in front of me. Sorry, I'm truly passionate about dethroning boomers. Wow, I think I hit... You know they say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take? I'm pretty sure I missed every shot. Okay. I think I've probably done like 3 or 4 skateboarders, but... I don't know if you lose progress when you retry a map versus when you quit a map. So, we'll have to see how we do. I'll just make sure to retry it or try again or whatever the specific words are. Welcome back. Shit. A certain other year. What, like last year? Or a different year? 1928 or 2001? No, 2021. Even if we win, we need to retry, which is kind of sad. Death deride it. Well, that's okay, because we've at least got the trophy, which means that we now don't need to win. But I need to knock some more people off their skateboard. 1984, of course. The day that Google flagged the term lolicon. 1984. Let's have a look. Okay, we got 7 trophies left. Knock 5 skaters off the road, run over 5 bikers. I'm going to focus on the skaters and the Uzi trophy. And then all we have to do is finish the game as the Grim Reaper. We should be aiming for gold medals because we need the money. Oh, that skater just face down. But we don't need to get gold medals. So if anything's particularly tricky, we can just move on. Oh my god, he didn't fall off. Oh, the frames lagged a bit there. I was like, oh, brilliant. Trophy? The game was like, no, sorry. Just a bit tired. Loading this one map with different colour schemes has really worn me out. You're gonna play For Honor? Wow. What percentage you on? 2? Why is that an awful mistake? Do you think you'll last about 6 minutes on it? Is it gonna be a Bloodborne situation? Another skateboarder! You should let me recommend a game. Because that game is Cook Serve Delicious. Oh. Hank. Have I told you guys about Cook Serve Delicious? One of my favourite games of all time. The stress of that game. You just gotta learn, like, the strats for keeping the gameplay slow, I guess. Ah, wait, why has he got like hands? Shouldn't he have bones? But yeah, no. I've just been told by myself that I drive like my grandmother. They didn't even edit it. But yeah, no. The Cook Serve Delicious is hard, but you just gotta learn how to keep it from getting all over the place. Have you heard it? That is a good question, Will. Clubs! ¿Cómo estás, señor club? We're playing Coffin Dodgers. We are doing a playthrough as the Grim Reaper. We are almost done with it. To be fair, the final few trophies are a little bit fiddly, which is a bit annoying, but... Go on. I love a bit video game themed tea. Please regale me with why For Honor is a pile of poo. So I'm put up against people that have been playing the game non-stop. Ah, so there's no, like, matchmaking involved? Yes! Alright, we got the skater trophy now, so We are free to win if we like. I wish the Grim Reaper would underarm throw the oil that he drops, because we could have absolutely knocked that granny off the road and we didn't. But here we go, here's our chance. She's got quite a hitbox, and when I say quite a hitbox, I mean like I can unload a full clip into the back of her head and she won't care, so we'll have to see. Yeah, Shekel, how dare you like have a career? I love how we let him go first just so we can farm him. Yes! Oh, there we go. Right, 2 trophies that I needed in the space of about 30 seconds. Ideal, mate. Cheers. Your stream has helped me ease into a relaxing evening after a very stressful and anxiety-filled day. I would be unbelievably flattered and happy to hear it. So, please, put your feet up. I've sent Shekel round to massage them. He might also have to take some photos, but honestly, just pretend you don't know. Pretend you don't notice. So if you happen to do well 3 years ago, you're considered good forever. That's kind of a compliment. Okay, we have 4 more trophies and then the platinum. Fully upgrade your cart, run over 5 bikers, get 1 crazy granddad item, complete the story mode as the Grim Reaper. So I'll finish the story mode whilst fully upgrading the cart. Then we'll go and see about getting the crazy granddad item, and we'll see if there are any bikers in that mode. And if there are, we can knock them off their bike, and if not, we'll have to start a new story mode, get to the level with the bikers. But I mean, like, that's hardly an issue, is it? Okay, so... Alright, so we only need 3 more. We need 500, 850, 500, 1300. Okay, well, we've got quite a lot to get. Okay, well, as long as we get gold medals, we should be alright. My glasses! Thank you. Thank you so much. I can see. I can fight. The thing is, when I first had that redeemable, put your glasses on, take your glasses off, I never ever wore my glasses, like, day to day. So, I was very used to not wearing them. So putting them on and taking them off, I think I would usually not wear them by default. But my my eyesight has either gotten worse, or I've gotten more used to being able to see things, because my eyesight's always been quite blurry, but I just didn't really care that much. So I don't know whether or not my eyes have now adjusted to the glasses, or the glasses just showed me a new lease on life. But either way now, it's like when somebody tells me to take my glasses off, I'm like, oh god. I might have to get rid of that. I might have to get rid of that option, because I don't think I can see without them anymore. I was talking about getting laser eye surgery, but I don't have £550 per eye. So maybe, you know. Ooh. No, I don't. But I was like, maybe I can ask for 1 eye per Christmas per year. Like, per year. Till I get them both done. I'm like, that could work. Think about contacts? I guess so. I don't know how to get them, and I don't know what to ask for. So, I just wear glasses. I should wear contacts though. Especially because, like, these glasses are the only things I have, and I need them to drive. So, like, if I drove somewhere, broke them, and then had to drive back, I would be fucked. I'm short-sighted, so I can see, like, immediate things in front of me. Yeah. That's about it. Wow, these races are quite easy when you have, like, fully upgraded everything, aren't they? Yeah, I guess, I don't know, like, my cousin saved up for a long time and got, laser eye surgery. And it worked for him. The thing is, I know that apparently you can get laser eye surgery and sometimes it just doesn't take. So you've spent 450 quid on an eye that is now no better than it was. Like, I just wouldn't be able to justify the gamble. Like, if it was guaranteed, I'd probably save for it. But being that it's like a maybe, I'm like, no. That's 900 quid. That's like a housing that's like a flat deposit, you know. That's like a good holiday, you know. 900 quid. That is a nice holiday. I wouldn't be able to see any of the holiday, but at least I'd be on a holiday. Oh, nice one, Birch. You got like a patchwork of ocular problems. Meow. Sorry, that noise makes me go faster. I love being the tallest member of the team. This is my fantasy roleplay, you know. Getting to be like a solid 5'11". Don't want to do anything, just be tall. Like when we played as Eivor in Assassin's Creed and she's like 5'9". I was like, Christ. To be 5'9". Got your ass handed. Ideal. How quick? Meow. It is. Andy, hey! How you doing? This looks like Mario Kart except it's with death on an electric wheelchair. Yeah, honestly, this game has a lot of character. It's a bit janky. It doesn't play super well, like, there's not much weight to things, so everything feels very slippy. But it's cute. It's clearly been made by I've just realised that the music stopped. It's been made by a team of people that genuinely really care about what they put out. It's just a bit kind of like patched together, which is charming in its own way. How you doing, Andy? How tall are you? I'm 5'4". I'm pretty sure I'm taller than Birch, actually, aren't I? Don't worry, Birch. Women love short men. Trying to show me up. I'm good, thanks, Andy. It is the first day of Platmas today. Platmas being in the 12 streams leading up to Christmas. We try and get as many platinum trophies in as many games as possible. Not like to the point where we like dumpster dive and play, you know, like 5-minute plats. To the point where we're playing like fun, short games. Trying to get as many platinums as we can. And it's going really well. We are doing Coffin Daughters today, which, as you can see, is a very charming little exploration of death and mortality through the lens of a Mario Kart ripoff. It's sweet. We're almost done, to be honest. We just need to finish this second playthrough. We need to fully upgrade the cart we're using, which I'd say we're more than halfway done, but still not like seriously close. And then beyond that, just a few collectibles here and there, and we should be good. Need to knock some bikers off their bikes. That kind of thing. It's so weird that they didn't accommodate for the fact that you could play as Death, so like, in the ending screens, Death's like, you beat me, you scoundrel, and it's your death. It's just I'm like, you got 5 maps? How did you forget that? It's not meta enough to suspend my disbelief for, you know? Meow. Yeah, no, it's pretty good, Andy. Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence. I'd probably recommend it, to be fair. It's cute, you know, it's charming. It's not a super long game, which I guess can be a deterrent, because I know it's about a tenner on PSN. I don't know what it is on other consoles, PCs and stuff, but I feel like for a game this short, it's quite a bit. I'm pretty sure we can get Undertale for about £2.50. But yeah, no, it's really sweet. Also, I have a cat here in my eye, and I need to take it out, but I'm focusing. Bitch. Alright. To be fair, we are so over-leveled as death that it's getting a bit farcical. Is there a good way to grind money? Let me see if the guide says anything about that. It was more a glitch than self-earned. Platinum Bioshock 1 gave me platinum on my last playthrough, even though I was playing it on easy. I would never be able to beat it on the other difficulties. To be fair, we used an exploit for that platinum trophy. I mean, really well done, to be fair. That's quite a pleasant surprise. But basically, we started the game on easy and then changed it to survival at the last boss, and it counted as playing the whole thing in survival, which was brilliant. Very good for us. $1 million Grandad, fully upgrade your car. Are there any particular tips? Total amount that's needed to grade everything is $5.75. You should be able to grade everything before you finish your second story playthrough. If not, simply start a new story mode and keep winning until you can afford all upgrades. Okay. That's fine. I reckon it's probably because we didn't get all golds on the second world in the first game. In the first story mode. So that's probably it. We can just replay until we get it. $4 coins. Nice. Okay. I think 800 and then another 800. Pretty sure. Yeah. Right, well. Let's try and earn 1,600 quid. This reminds me of when we had to keep going into New Game Plus on Shadow of the Colossus to level health and stamina, just over and over and over again. I'm pretty sure I was in New Game Plus 16 by the time we finished that, because you only had to play like the first two bosses. That was a good plat though, and it was surprising how short it was. It felt like a long plat because we played it slowly over several weeks, but I think it only took about 30 hours, which for the plats that we do on this channel is quite short. Because I made the stupid mistake of letting people add what they want to the list, so we've got the likes of Red Dead 2. We had Final Fantasy 14, but I took it off. Not out of any malice, but because the PS4 version is apparently an absolute miserable grind, so I thought, I'll spare myself. Oops. Hey Maverick, Mert does. How you doing? We've almost finished this platinum, actually. Luckily. We've just got a few more left to do, and they're all quite miscellaneous little ones as well, which is good. Oh wow, you really do send the cars flying when you've got the shield on, that's good. We needed that. I will genuinely try to win and actually get through these races really quick. Because there's no stakes anymore. As long as we finish the races, we're good to go, you know. Red Dead 2 Plat is apparently every second of 300 hours, which is quite a lot. Like, I did the Dead by Daylight Plat in about 2 months. And, I mean, there's lots of DLC, so obviously I was also focusing on much of the DLC, which didn't contribute to the Plat. But I think by the time I got the Plat, I'd sunk nearly 300 hours into it, maybe more. And to think that I was actually properly addicted to that game, I loved it. I would like wake up excited to play it, and play it like after streams. Occasionally fob a stream off to play it as well. The problem with streaming Dead by Daylight is that the community is the Twitch community is a bit unsavoury. And it's also very oversaturated, so I was like, feel like I'm playing this game to myself. But no, to think that I spent that many hours on the Dead by Daylight plat, and I was like absolutely absorbed by the game. I hope I'm that absorbed by Red Dead 2. Yeah, and Odyssey. The Enlightenments. Hey Snowbeaver, have you played a game called Slay the Spire? It's a roguelike dungeon crawler card game. I haven't, but somebody in chat called Clammy was telling me about it. Apparently it takes about 200 hours or something. But no, I haven't played it, but I have heard of it. Why do you bring it up? Is it a suggestion, or is it like an avoid this at all costs kind of thing? What? Oh, hey Lawson, how's life? Red Dead Redemption 2 never ends. You think it will, but it really doesn't. Yeah, from what I understand, there's a lot about like collecting legendary animal pelts and things, and filling the compendium. And I love a compendium. You know, I was a Pokemon fan growing up. Compendium, Pokedex, potato. I'm down for that. But from what I understand, it is a long time, and a lot of that time you'll spend like sitting in a bush waiting for a 3-star bird to show up. Bought it on sale yesterday. I found it surprisingly good. Nice. So how does it play then? Is it like turn-based? Is it like Hades kind of dungeon crawler roguelike, or is it more? I'm trying to think of like 2D top-down ones. But you know what I mean. Turn-based. That's cool. Oh yeah, I think I saw Clammy play it, and you get like special cards, and for one of the trophies you have to finish a run without using any special cards at all. So it looks really tricky. Is it hard, or is it just more like a slow grind? There are so many games I hear about, and I always really want to play them, and then I look at the list of games that I have to play. Basically, we used to have a thing where if you spent like a few thousand points in the channel, you could add a game to the list. And I think I probably should have made it a bit more expensive, because people were just adding things willy-nilly, and now our to-play list is like 2,500 hours long. So it's like, we will get to everything eventually, and then maybe I'll open up the voting again. But we'll see, you know? We'll see. Oh, that was a close one, actually. That was fun. Pokemon Index. Pokedex. Pun. I love a pun. A professional pun. I think one of the easiest Platinum Secret is Life is Strange. Yes, we did last Platmas we did Life is Strange Before the Storm. And I found the main character to be like really annoying, but I mean she is also a teenage girl, and I was a teenage girl once, and I was really annoying, so I could kind of forgive her for that. It kind of is, Larson. The game doesn't really have much weight to it, so you tend to just slip around a lot. It's not too bad once you get used to it, but it is very like it's no Crash Team Racing. The Platinum is hard because there is one trophy where you have to finish a run in less than 20 minutes. A run normally takes around an hour. Oh man. Yeah, and I to be fair, I love a speedrun trophy. I don't like to speedrun games because I'm kind of like, at what point am I done? You know, you spend like 4 years speedrunning Dark Souls, you get like a 30-minute time, you're like, have I finished? Like, not everybody can have a world record, so when am I done? I guess when I'm bored of it, but I don't know. But, like, I love speedrun trophies in games because they force me to play a game very quickly, but only for a short amount of time. So, like, I loved the Uncharted speedrun trophy, I loved the Resident Evil 7 one, loved the Resident Evil 3 one. Resident Evil do awesome speedrun trophies, to be fair, but, you know, I like getting a taste of speedrunning on my own terms, and then going back to what I do best, which is complaining about chapter-based story progression trophies. And dropping oil in front of elderly people on motorised scooters. Both in real life and on this game, before you say anything. Meow. Wow, we kind of blow them out of the water now, don't we? Same time a typical teenager. Yeah. The thing is, like, as I said, I was also a typical teenager. I feel like there's probably a balance to be struck between being like a realistic teenager and being like a protagonist. I was like, if she was a side character, I'd probably tolerate her a lot more because she'd have like limited stuff. But I was playing through her eyes and I was like, you're unbearable. And I know it's because you're a teenager. I understand, you know. I've been there, the hormones, you know, back in my day. But I was also like, you're also supposed to be telling me a story and entertaining me. And as a result, I find you really annoying, you know. I feel like there's a balance to be struck, and I unfortunately have not decided what I think that balance is. One and done well. Very well done. Oh, that was probably my own oil slick as well. And then, again, that was probably my own oil slick. Brilliant. Oh god, we're second now. Behind that Uzi-wielding grandma. Rocket. Oh. Come on. There we go. I didn't think that I'd hit her in time. I thought it was, like, kind of time out long before she got there. I don't need an EMP. Yeah, the Uncharted speedrun's super fun. It's also quite difficult, which is nice. I don't really understand speedruns. Like, I think the Resident Evil 7 one was like, finish the game in 4 hours or less, and I think I clocked in very comfortably at about 2 hours. And I was like, I don't mind one with a bit of room, but I feel like that's a bit too easy. Because the game isn't that long. And you could probably do it by accident as well, which I feel is an issue. Yeah, speedruns. Fun. I feel like The Last of Us would have really benefited from a speedrun trophy. Last of Us 2 would have been good with one. I feel like, maybe Dark Souls would have been really fun with a speedrun trophy. Dark Souls is very much just like, finish this, finish that, collect these. Which I feel like, a part of me, especially for story progression, a part of me is like, I don't feel like your soul rewards should just be about playing the game and finishing the game. You know, I'm like, you would expect somebody to do that anyway. Like, Dark Souls especially has such an opportunity for some really fun trophies. Beating certain bosses with this, beating certain bosses with that. Kind of like what, is it Blue Point did with Demon's Souls? I felt like that was good. I would have loved to see more stuff like that. My speedrun trophy in Resident Evil 7 was such a rat race, I liked it. I did the trophy where you can't use the item box more than 3 times in the same run, which made me have no items at the end. Ah, okay, that's cool. I did them separately and ended up wasting loads of time. And it probably would have been better to do it your way and kind of stacked trophies. That's what we did in Resident Evil 3. We did that a few weeks ago for my, like, 2-year streamiversary. It was like a 15-hour stream. It was so long. But we had that too, where we tried to stack as many runs as possible, and it was the first playthrough and the blind run as well. It was so fun. I feel like that is a good way to approach a Resident Evil game, you know. I'm excited for True Colours. I haven't played it yet, not even bought it, but I heard really good things about True Colours, which is a surprise because I feel like the format of Life is Strange is quite niche. So it was a surprise to hear so many people loved it that much. Yeah, I think Resident Evil Speedrun Trophy is something like 2 hours. And apparently it's a very comfortable time as well. Like, it's very easy to do. I don't mind that you could reset it at any checkpoint and not lose time. I felt like that was a good way, because a few games do that as well. Resident Evil 3 had the same thing, where you had to quit the game. And I feel like functionally that's exactly the same thing. Damn it. What is Tormented Souls? Because I saw it on sale for 80 quid, and then I saw it on sale for 22 quid, and I don't really know why it's so expensive, like, on a Thursday and so cheap every other day of the week. I'm confused. 2 minutes. Hey. Easy. LaMayo. Wow, these guys are absolutely chugging ahead. I'm gonna use my rocket when I'm a bit closer. Oh, yeah, that was why I didn't want to use it there. Damn. Oh, it's only one person. Okay. I thought that the overlapping things meant that there were two. Who are you? I'm literally death, and I don't know who you are. Get out of here. Haha! Oh, this must be like Death's opponent then, right? Considering Death was like the final boss for the main story. Oh, sorry. I'll check chat in a minute. I can see that it's trickling in, but wanker. But I want to pay attention so I don't do what I just did. Meow. The Uzi trophy was so fiddly. I felt like it took way more than 20 hits off the bike for it to count. But the trophy does say hose 20 other players, so maybe the definition of hose is something like hit them with a certain amount of bullets within a certain amount of time, rather than just like knock them off. This game is sweet. Like, I know that it's not brilliant, but I appreciate what it's trying to do, you know? Most likely like Tormented Souls if you like Resident Evil. Ooh. That is a brilliant recommendation, because I really like Resident Evil. When I was growing up, I was definitely more of a Silent Hill person. They do seem to be quite parallel franchises. To the point where I was a bit anti-Resident Evil. I was like, no, Silent Hill's better, having not played any Resident Evil, nor making my own informed choice, just being a bit of like a blind fanboy. But no, I was glad that I tried Resident Evil. It's so good. Nice. Okay, that should be 6 feet under, I think. No worries, Dan. You have a lovely time and safe travels back from Germany if you're leaving tomorrow or the day after. But thank you for coming. It was good to chat. I love a fixed camera angle, except for when the camera angle suddenly changes and your tank controls make you turn. There's one scene in Silent Hill 3 where there's a part where you're trying to run away from something, and there was one camera angle where it would just make her turn back right into it, and I was like, oh, it was so annoying. But normally, fixed camera angles are pretty interesting, aren't they? Okay, cool. So we got... we finished the game as the Grim Reaper. Skip this. Then all the way back up. Okay. Let's try the garage. Interesting. Okay, let's go for Crazy Granddad. A random item has been placed around the town of Sunny Pines. Use your HUD to locate and pick up the item within the allotted time. Once an item is collected, the location of a new item is revealed. Collect as many items as possible. Okay. Let's play as Death. The speedrun like also has a no healing one and no save one. I feel like no healing and no save are like, oh, no save at all. Resi 3 had it was either a 3 save or a 5 save one, and that was really stressful. I really liked that. Resident Evil 7 had a limited save one, or Madhouse difficulty had limited saves, but they gave you so many saves you could comfortably save at every single typewriter. Just like, not more than once. I was like, I feel like you could have made this much harder and much more rewarding. Okay. Trophy pot? Maybe we need to do something with this. Oh, I'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, quite difficult. Oh yeah, absolutely. With no healing, you're basically trying to do a no-hit run and at that point, which I feel like a no-hit run requires so much expertise that oops. I feel like a no-hit run requires so much expertise that you may as well like by the time you manage no hit run, you'd probably have run the game with no saves many times, you know? Maybe it happens after we've finished the minigame. I mean, I'm still gonna try, but... Oh. This is no GTA, I understand. A scarecrow. Sweet. Okay, cool. The Crazy Taxi Era. I played Simpsons Road Rage before I played... Well, Simpsons Road Rage before I played Crazy Taxi. And, I've always seen it as the Road Rage thing, but yeah, actually it was coined by Crazy Taxi, wasn't it? That was definitely an achievement. I love it. I love that. I love when you win and you're like, did I deserve that? No. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start a new save. I'm going to get gold medals and I'm going to run over 5 bikes. So we should run over 5 bikers, hopefully around the same time that we get all of the coins needed for that final trophy. We should hopefully get the platinum in like the next hour or so, which would actually put the achievement at somewhere like 3 hours than 4 hours. One goal I have is to platinum all the FromSoft games. So far I've platinumed Sekiro and Demon's Souls Remake. Very nice, very nice. First of all, what one are you going to go for next? And second of all, what was your favourite boss in Sekiro? I miss the fact that FromSoft used to do different region trophy lists. Demon's Souls has a PAL version, a North America version, and a Japanese version. If I wanted to go back on the PS3 and finish the other 2 versions, I could enjoy Demon's Souls again twice over in languages that I don't understand. And then obviously they did Dark Souls 2, 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne. Not one of them has a different region. And I was like, I would gladly platinum those games 2 or 3 times. Gladly. Like, just for an excuse to run through them again. Because obviously I did 2 and then Scholar of the First Sin. Love them. Love those games so much. Why? Why are you doing this to me, FromSoft? You know, I would love this opportunity. This beautiful opportunity to enjoy your games again. I mean, I could just play them again, but that would be unproductive because I wouldn't get a platinum for it. I'm outraged. I'm honestly furious. God, I forgot how easy these races are. It's literally just me pressing forward for like 2 minutes at a time. Thank God I've got you all here to keep me company. Bloodborne. Oh, the True Monk is so good. I think my favourite was Demon of Hatred. But True Monk was definitely top 5. If not top 3. I loved True Monk, Demon of Hatred. God, what else was there? I'm just trying to think back whilst trying to drive. I don't really care for Ishi. Oh, Genichiro. Top of the Tower Genichiro. His OST is probably the best in the game, I think. The Elden Ring plat will be good or boring. Yeah, Shekel, I don't know if you were here at the time. I think you were, but I was talking about how much of a missed opportunity I find so much of FromSoft's trophy lists. Like, I feel like the Souls series of all of them would benefit so much from speedrun trophies, no or limited heal trophies, no bonfire trophies, that kind of thing. Like, that would be so fun. And instead all they do is like, you finish this part of the story, you finish this part of the story, you finish this part of the story, you saw the ending, and it's like, what kind of faith do you have in your player base that they won't be able to finish the story that you've put in front of them? Like, do you not want them to finish the story? And then it'll be like collectathons as well. Like, oh, find all the rings. It's like, can we not have like boss speedruns, bosses with this weapon, bosses with that weapon? You know, like Bluepoint did with Demon Souls. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like they had so much more of an opportunity. That franchise would have benefited from it so much. I don't want to be a heretic, but I don't mind Headless Ape. There are some bosses in Sekiro that I do really dislike, and I can't remember what they are for the life of me. Fist Noble, probably. I gotta keep an eye out for bikers. Can't forget to keep an eye out for bikers. Can't quite remember what race they're in. But also, I was thinking about doing a video where I compare Everyone's Gone to the Rapture to the manga Hellstar Remina by Junji Ito. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is a game that I can't get out of my head because I feel like they absolutely dropped the ball with it. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Will. I actually don't mind that fight. But I think I also got quite lucky with it the first time, because I remember I first tried it. But I think I found them very late, so I don't think I got, like, the balanced experience. Yeah, I know what you mean, Snowbeaver. I think I used the dupe glitch with Demon Souls. I know that I played Demon Souls offline, or at least the PS3 version. I know that I played Demon Souls offline so that I wouldn't be affected by world tendency, because even though the servers were down by that point, I didn't want to take any chances. But the world tendency was a pain, because you had to suicide in the nexus between each world so that the world tendency wouldn't be affected. I found that quite annoying. And then I used duplication